the place of religious leaders in particular, in the United States and elsewhere, to not be masters or servants of the state, but to be the conscience of the state, to be the conscience of the people, to speak from a place of consistent moral principle, allows us to properly hold the purveyors of oppression accountable wherever they are. And I must end with this, because I was on a panel on Afghanistan, and I know that with Afghanistan there's been this rising conversation, as it should be, about the Taliban not allowing for young girls to go to school. And there's something in Islam about holding governments accountable to their promise, and so there should be a push, pressure, calling them to reverse that decision. But the entire framework for women's empowerment and education becomes deeply suspect when you are also an agent in their eradication. When you have 13,000 plus Afghan babies that have died as a result of the starvation of Afghanistan, when you have over 95% of Afghans living in food insecurity, and when you have a morally unconscionable decision, probably the most deplorable decision that was taken by the Biden administration since his term, to take away the funds from the Afghan people and to put it in the accounts of 9/11 survivors, to suggest complicity, then you are trafficking in the same type of bigotry that harms Muslims, not just in the United States, but globally, that harms the Palestinian people, that harms the Afghan people, that harms the American people, and that ultimately lowers the bar for what morality actually looks like on a global stage. And I pray that we can be a part of ushering that in.